Hey everybody, Block here with another episode of Silent Hill F Let's Play. We just finished getting out of the Dark Shrine world and defeating the first boss. And we're going to be going to Shu's house next. We're back here in Ebisugaoka. And got a bandage here. I'm going to continue going through the town. Heading up the mountain path, I think, is what he said, to Shu's house. We just rescued Rinko out of her house here. She seems to have some murderous intent against Hinako. We know that she has feelings for Shu that don't seem to be reciprocated. There could be some malevolent jealousy, these dark feelings rising up in her. So we can't go this way into the mountains. Thought that was the way that we go. I guess not. Let's see. Let's zoom out. So we're going to go all the way through town. Oh, this should be fun. What weapons do I have? Excuse me. So thinking about that first boss that we faced, it gave me some trouble. It was probably a lot of it being on the hard difficulty. You can only withstand 1 or 2 hits before you need to heal. And there was a lot of precise dodging that you needed to do. Again, maybe the hard difficulty, she attacks a lot quicker than if you played it on story mode. That's a little bit what I was concerned about when picking hard over story, is if they expect you to be more familiar with the game and enemy patterns and attacks than you would be playing it on story for the first time. It wasn't too awful hard. I think what made it really challenging again was that the patterns were a little bit different than I was used to with normal enemies in this game. There was a lot more attacks and variations of those attacks. And a big part of it too is that the combat already doesn't feel the most polished. It doesn't feel quite as polished as the Dark Souls games or many others that kind of replicate that kind of combat style. And while it's not exact, it's copying or it's inspired by it enough that I think it has some kind of effect to it, that when it's not that polished, when your dodging is that quick, that you don't have as many as much strategy that you can do. I don't have throwable weapons. I don't have magic attacks or anything like that. I think that really affects how the combat and difficulty can be approached, if all of that makes sense. Part of the thrill of From Software's combat difficulty is finding ways to overcome it with your strategy. The RPG elements of those games. And that works also for games like Neo and many others, that Lies of P.
Hinako!
That more closely emulate that.
大丈夫か相棒 化け物につけられてないか。
問題ない。
シュウ君っていつまでひなこのこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方、小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
Still looking for items on the way there. I imagine that we're going to get split up even more here shortly. Run into some more vicious monsters, probably a new monster type. Doesn't look like there's anything really new anywhere in these areas that I've already been. Still checking. It goes up to that shrine that we've already been to. We did get a key to, was it Sakako's mailbox. But I'm not sure where she lives. I don't think it's this house closest to the trail. Like here or on the other side, just taking a quick look. Yeah. No, I don't think it's this house either. Yeah, that doesn't have a mailbox at all. Well, there's not even a house there. So we'll keep an eye out and hopefully we don't miss that. Got these guys again. Check over here. That goes up to the, was it the physician's house, the doctor's house?
相棒、妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか？
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってシュウ君と話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
ふーん。だから男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
Journal information here. So Space Wars. Space Wars wasn't just about fighting evil with laser guns, though. We'd pretend to analyze the enemy by drawing alien sketches. During PE, would say that the class was a training camp for the Space Army. I think we played with dolls, too. Right. I think that's when we were training in first aid in order to assist the injured. Then getting lost. I walk this path every time I go to Rinko's, but to be honest, to this day I'm still scared that I might get lost. I mean, I've been told that I should probably just ask an adult for directions if I get lost. But then, I remember that one time when I walked on the footpath of the rice fields for fun and got smacked by an old farmer all of a sudden. The trauma from that experience made me scared of adults, back then, and even to this day. We got some new entries here, maybe. We've read those. Formidable foes. A monster in the form of a Miko, or shrine maiden. It sounds just like Sakako. It swings around a spiked mace and chain. With each swing, the crisp chime of a bell rings out. Is this actually Sakako? Or is this just a monster pretending to be her? There's all the things on the field. Just making sure. And we read that about Sakako. But now Rinko. Rinko is earnest and works really hard, but she also tends to get a little too caught up in her own ways of seeing things. Once she comes to a conclusion in her head, it can be like pulling teeth to convince her otherwise. Although we're the best of friends now, we've had 2 or 3 huge fights in the past that ended with us not speaking to each other for weeks and weeks. I'm sure we'll end up fighting again in the future. But even if we do, I know we'll be able to make up again. So it looks like this whole path here is going to be blooming with the red flowers. Thought there was one closer. Take a look at my map here. So it looks like the way forward is blocked. So we're going to have to, I don't know, probably go here. If we can't go right and come out up here somewhere, then we need to go left. But the way forward is blocked off. And can't go this way. That way's blocked. There they are. What's up this way? I don't follow orders well. There's usually something off the beaten path, but I've already gotten that one. I wonder if there's not any collectibles up that way. But I don't think it's worth the risk for a little bit of healing items or anything like that. Run from her. Nothing over here. So it's interesting that just like in the very first game, one of the first areas that we're going to be exploring, I don't want to say one of the first, because we've been playing this for a while, but we'll be going to a school. Of course, Midwich Elementary is one of the most iconic. It got knocked over. Oh, that's one of the most iconic locations in Silent Hill. In the very first game, you don't revisit any. Don't revisit any schools. You don't go into a high school or anything like that. You just go to the elementary that one time. Seeing if there's anything down here first. I don't think there is. Huh? Dominate. And toolkit. I always thought it would be interesting to go and explore the other schools in Silent Hill and the other entries, and you just never do. Schools are just such a fascinating place that has so many opportunities for exploration and horror. So let's take a left just to see if there's anything up here. Got a note. A farmer's story. Son, you better read this and get it through your thick head. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town got pissed drunk and decided to kick over a statue of Inari-sama, even spat on it. The next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterway, their corpses bloated and heavy as hell. They got carted off to the medical examiner's office so the coroner could take a look. You know, that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who helped carry the bodies and wash them, so I saw everything with my own two eyes. When that doctor put his knife in their bellies and opened them up, a whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came pouring out. And I don't mean their guts either. From neck to navel, hell, even right up their asses, those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it. And that look of frozen terror on their faces, I'll never forget that. Anyway, moral of the story is that you better not ever disrespect Inari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. You got a body right there. Can't get away. Had me kind of stun locked. See where it lets me continue from. Just realized that I didn't change back my Amori. What was it? The clam. Enemy line of sight. So get that letter up here. Got 1, 2, and I think a third. Somewhere up there. Still got me. That red one will leave. I can maybe try to take out this other one that I've already softened up a little bit. See any items over here. There's another one, I think, over here. Yeah, there she is. Ramune. She got me. Get out of there. Should stop chasing me here. Let's see. I don't remember there being that little side lip there, that little branch. Might try to just take a look. Yeah, back here. I think I did go back there. Chocolate. Left. a left. It's like to the right is... oh, it's a shrine. I think I'd rather have 2 steel pipes than 2 sickles.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
Didn't know if something was coming through a wall at me or not. Clay pot breaking. Could be Link looking for some rupees. That doesn't sound good. We're not going to pick up the pills. What's our health? We're good. Mostly. Can't go down that way. Gotcha. Do we go this way? Can't attack it. Guess we'll head back up.
Hinako! こっち！
Of course, I don't trust either one of them. For obvious reasons. I can't even be sure that they're really... their former selves. Camera makes it so hard to see. I should have just ran. Just so hard to keep track of what was going on there. I think we did get a journal entry, though. Probably... well, there's the middle school one. Let's read this. Ebisugaoka Middle School. This is the middle school that I attended. It was built when the town was financially well off during the dam construction, so the beautiful facilities are at odds with the rest of the dull buildings in town. I think I met Rinko during my first year here. I remember her surprise when she heard that I called Shu partner. So these are quick enemies. Remind me of what we fought in the Dark Shrine area. Nothing over here. Nothing right there. Let's see if we can fight them in this more it's too late. What he did there. This camera is just not built for these tight quarters. But at what cost? Got a journal entry here. Particularly suspicious monster that walks around on all fours. The greedily staring eyes, the greasy palms, the disgusting way it acts, all chummy with me. All of it is completely repulsive. What's more, it never even bothers with guys. Typical. There's a lot to read into on that. Banged me up pretty good, though. Chicken here first. My controller's giving off a lot of static right now. Step back, girls. This calls for a real Showa man. The hot-blooded baseball samurai steps up to the plate. Bandage. Rare. And the static stopped. Chocolate. Wonder if she came from downstairs or if she just kind of spawned in. kitchen knife. A light knife for slicing meat and fish that's easy to use. It's frail, so I'll need to handle it with care. Is it better than the sickle? Well, the sickle's almost broken, so let's just switch it out. I imagine it to be similar, at least. Anything down here? Goshi. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, hurt me anyway. I think we need a quick weapon for them. That one was disturbing. We get a journal entry on that? We didn't, did we? Is it the same as this one? It's similar, but very different. It was shooting out stuff instead of kind of screaming. Now we got a journal entry. A face. 2 faces. 3 faces. 4. A monster with a thronging mass of faces. I'm not familiar with any of the faces, yet they seem to know me. It spouts repulsive things one after the other, violating the peace and quiet of wherever it goes. Now these seem to be predominantly male faces, from what I could tell. Spewing repulsive things, so maybe people gossiping, maybe people taunting, maybe just men in general, and the things they say to her. And of course we have Rinko saying this right now. And Sakuko calling her a traitor could also be interpreted as spewing things. And it has a face there. That's where we found that face with the key. There's the skull. We have a lot of faces right here. Can't tell if that one looks more like an Oni or not, like a demon. Let's go up here to the shrine regardless. So we got the chocolate, we'll get rid of those. At least one of the divine waters. Fully restore sanity. We'll do 2 of those. Since we have the Ramune as well. do that. Only have 392, so not enough to really do anything. We'll go ahead and save it here. We're going to head, I guess, towards these faces. There they are.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。
そうか。ありがとう。
Now, if she's real, she's definitely stirring the pot. I have a feeling that she's more of a, I don't want to say figment of Hinako's imagination, but, you know, an altered being, I guess. Her words twisted to be how Hinako perceives them, what she hears. But I don't trust either one of them. You know, because I don't think that this world is completely real. I don't think that the actual town is this covered up in the flowers or filled with actual monsters in this way. You know, either it's like an afterlife or her interpretation of things or something like that. We don't have enough clues to give the right answer, and probably by the end of this we still won't have enough to fully say one way or another. It's a wonderful storytelling, the wonderful kind of gift these kind of stories give is, you know, open to all the different types of interpretations. It keeps it scary because of the unknown factor of it. Nothing there. Dried carcass. Those are great little, was it faith? Good way to get a good amount of faith. Let's see if I can get out of here. Run. Nope. That's going to be a problem with those two face beings and the quick guy. So I can't remember if there was anything. Can't remember if there was anything over here. I don't think there was. Let me just remember. Oh yeah. I don't know if I got the toolkit list. Okay, I don't see anything else. I don't think there was anything over here. Memory serves. It's easy to forget. It's okay. If I die again, I know that there's a toolkit at least. Now maybe I can not get trapped. So they just kind of appeared out of nowhere. So let's grab the dried carcass and run. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. I'll probably need to just go ahead and fight the quick guy. I wish I had names for these enemies. Go ahead and use that and give me a tiny bit of health. Let's grab the toolkit up over here. You'd think that would have done something. Another thing that you can't really tell unless you're playing it is that when you use an attack, you can't very quickly cancel out of it to do something else. Let's go ahead and kill him first. And then I can get the items. Yeah, and he one-shots you. So let's use the bandage. Give me more than one hit of health. You know, you'd think having 60% of your health bar would mean you could get hit more than once, but it's what I get for playing on hard, I guess. Really wish there was like a normal difficulty, just... Let's see what I can first. I was dodging. Let's somehow that still got me. What sucked about that was his whole, like, his build up to his dive, his jump, lasted a lot longer than normal. It's like he knew that I dodged, so then he just continued building up to it and jumped after I dodged. That's how it felt, anyway. Can't get out. Yeah, he just waits for you to... He just waits for you. I really don't want to go down to story mode, but the combat's not fun enough or polished enough, I feel, for me to have a whole lot of fun playing on hard. I guess it's frustrating even when it's easy. But when in a really tight situation like this, you know, it's not even all that fun. You get stuck when you can't dodge. Like this combat isn't, and the camera and things is not built well for tight corridors and these tight areas. And I really don't see a way of getting around this other than fighting him, but you're getting encroached upon on both sides. Let's see what we can do. Healed up. When he gets you with those quick ones, let's just see if I can run. It's probably the best way to do it, is just run away. Did lose quite a bit there. I'm gonna die. Now that I know I can run away, just go ahead and die so I don't have as much health and sanity taken. But there's a shrine right there. Maybe that's just the thing to do on hard mode, is run away from most encounters, almost everything. And I feel like I've done a good job of balancing that, but there's just some encounters that unless you're going to spend all of your resources against, I don't think you have a good chance of surviving, at least on hard. On story, maybe they'll go down in just a couple of hits. So we'll have him come to me. Have those vines or whatever, those growths. They still got me. And I'm out of stamina. And nothing. Okay. I'm not going to save it, but I touched it. That might at least put it on my map and register in some way. I thought for sure that I would be able to go through that door. Go around over here just to see. It's a broken Buddha statue. There was a mailbox, but not Sakako's. Just go into the school. Yeah, that goes up to the school. Red capsules. Just run from her. Looking for items. Oban Festival. Check the journal entry here in just a second. Get away from her. Information. Lantern. Evil Warding Lantern. A type of revolving lantern that has a long history in Ebisugaoka. The picture silhouette rotates between the lantern, or rotates inside the lantern due to the air current that the candle makes. Normally, revolving lanterns are for entertainment, but the ones in Ebisugaoka were specifically used to ward off evil. In Ebisugaoka, there's a custom where women in unlucky ages hang it in front of their front door during Odon. Unlucky ages. I wonder what ages that is. And what makes them
や
unlucky.
めてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。シュウ君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ。俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひなこはね、死んだんだよ。ひなこは向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
相棒遅かったな。さあ行こうぜ。
I have wondered if they're not all dead by various means. Sakako possibly murdered by the Inari cult because of her family ties to the other spirit temple in the area.
鍵がかかってる。昔はなかったのに。
鍵は学校にあるはずだ。
ちょっと休憩しようよ。もうダメ。しばらく休ませて。
相棒も疲れただろう。休んでてくれ。俺は鍵を探してくる。
わかった。
シュウ君が一緒じゃないと嫌だよ。心細いよ。お願い、一緒にいてね。
別に俺が一緒じゃなくて
相
も。
棒も少し休め。鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから。後からついてくるだけだったひなこの方が余裕あるって。
おい、そんな言い方をするなよ。
私は気にしない。二人とも休んでてくれ。行ってくる。
Now we're in the school. I can't go back outside. I thought there might have been something else out there. I wasn't kind of prepared to enter the school yet, but that is okay. I think some of these... no, never mind. I thought some of these might have been on the cover of one of those magazines, but it's not. I don't see a shrine anywhere. I was kind of expecting one. So we will go ahead and just stop here. We do have one more journal entry to read before we stop. Ebisugaoka used to be a lively town with an ample labor force for construction and coal mining when this school was built. The town was always bustling and the school was full of students. The students at that time studied how to further improve the town as adults. The students of our time now study so that we can leave to go to a bigger town when we're adults. That's rings very true for me, growing up in small mining town. Okay, we're going to stop here now that we've just entered the school. I imagine it's going to take quite a while to explore all of this, and it'll culminate into a big boss fight at the end. But thank you for tagging along on this journey with me. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you are enjoying this content, please give it a like. Leave me a comment below what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying. My combat playing skills are annoying you as much as it is me playing it. That's my only real fault with the game, is that the combat's just a little too finicky. I don't want to keep blaming it on controls or combat, but it just doesn't feel very intuitive. It's not quite where I would like it to be, but I'll leave it at that. Thank you again for watching, and take care, everyone.